Hello everyone, my name is Shambhavi. Hope you all are doing well. So now here we have another program and that says that I need to write out a program for checking whether a string is palindrome or not. Okay, now so basically some of you must be knowing that what is it a palindrome string and some of you must not be knowing that what is a palindrome string. So let me just first of all give an idea regarding that what is actually a palindrome string. What we just see that it is a palindrome string actually, fine? Okay. So, I would just write first of all here palindrome string. So, a palindrome string is that if you just reverse out that string, then also you'll be getting out the same string that you have previously. Let me give you an example. Let's say I just take a string that is madam. Okay, if I read it from the starting or if I read it from the last, I'm getting the same name that is madam only. Okay, from the starting as well and from the last as well. So, this is what is called a palindrome string. Okay, this is how you can just check that whether a string is palindrome or not. Fine. Now, what is my condition? What's my program? I need to check out that whether a string is palindrome or not. So just think of like applying that. What are the things that you can apply here? Think of applying a logic. What a logic you can actually apply out here for checking that whether a string is palindrome or not. Fine. Let me give you an idea. I hope that till the time particularly you have stopped out this particular video and think of that how to apply out this condition for the palindrome strings. Right? Now, let me give you an idea. So, what I just mentioned regarding the palindrome string is that if you read it from the starting or if you read it from the last, you will be getting the same string only. Right? The string will actually not at all change. Right? Let's say I am having madam. Let's say I take another example that is dad. So if I just read it from the starting or if I just read it from the last, I will be able to take it as that only, right? So this is also my palindrome string. What I can actually do in applying and checking out this thing, I can actually apply I can just reverse out the string. First of all, I can take out a variable and store my string onto that variable, right? And I can just take out another variable and into that second variable, I can just simply reverse the string. I would check that whether my real string and whether my reverse string are they both equal. If yes, then basically I am having this string as a palindrome string. And if not, then we can just simply print out a statement that okay, this is not a palindrome string. Okay, this is what actually what logic we can actually apply here. Fine, this is the idea which we can actually follow. Now, after this, one more thing comes and that is basically how to reverse out a string. How to check that, how to reverse first of all my string. Fine. Let me just explain a little bit regarding the reversing of a string because that is a very important question and it usually is used in many types of programs actually. Either you are using a string, so you are using the arrays or you are using out the numbers, you're using out the list, whatever you're just using. In that case, this reversing is actually used. Okay, let me just tell you out. Okay, let's say I'm having a string that is, okay, first of all, I would just take a string that is non-palindrome, Python, okay. Let me not write it out like this. Let me just make it out a block here like this. I know that it is not looking like a block, but please assume that it is a 1. I would just write pyth Python here, right? We know about the indexing. Indexing starts from 0th index for the positive one and it goes from the negative index for the, it goes from the opposite direction and for the minus for the negative indexing. So here I just applied out both of my indexings, that is 0 to 5 and minus 6 to minus 1. Fine. Now, we know the string slicing that if I just do not put anything, this is my starting index, this is my ending index and here is my step parameter. So in my step parameter, if I just wrote here as minus 1, okay, I just do not give any starting index, even I do not give any ending index and I simply in my step parameter, I simply apply here that is minus 1. Right, then what it will do, it will actually start printing me the string from the minus 1 index. So when it will start printing me from the minus 1 index and I haven't mentioned any starting and the ending index, so it will take the whole length of my string. It will start printing me from n, minus 1. Minus 1 I am having n, minus 2 I am having o, minus 3 I am having h, minus 4 I am having t, minus 5 I am having y and minus 6 I am having p. So this is how my reverse of the string I would be getting out here, right? So always remember that for reversing out any of these strings in Python programming, you can simply use out this formula, that is colon minus 1. Okay, right. This is the way how we just use that out. Fine. Now what I would just do is that, let me just now write out the program. Let me give you a pseudo code for solving out this question actually. Okay. So, okay, let me just take out, let me just take a variable that is A, and I would just take the input from the user for checking out the string. So, input, and you need to enter a string here, right? I would just write enter a string here. Okay, after that, what I would just do is that I would take a variable that is B. So, I would just apply A colon minus 1. Fine. Then after I would apply my conditions that if A is equal to B, then print string is palindrome. Is print string is not palindrome. That's it. That is super easy, right? It's super easy to write out the program. Let me show you how to implement this on the Python. I took out a variable my underscore str. I want to take the input from the user for checking that whether the string is palindrome or not. So I would just write, simply I would write your input. I would just not write any particular data type, because we all know in Python, whenever we just want to write out some string, whenever we just wish to take any string here, so we just simply write out input here. We do not put out any particular data type. Fine. I just wrote here input, and then I would just write enter string. Okay, enter a string. Okay, I would just write enter a string to check. Fine. Come on to a new line. Here basically I will be taking another string that is, let's say, palindrome underscore str, and in this actually, okay, instead of palindrome I will just take as reverse. That would be super simple, reverse underscore str, and into this particular I would be applying out my my condition, that first of all I need to check out my underscore str, and I need to reverse the my underscore str. So I'll put out colon minus 1. Okay, this is actually how will I be doing that thing. So reverse underscore str is a variable which is actually storing the reverse of my underscore str that I'll be taking from the user. Fine. Come on to a new line. My condition starts applying here that if my underscore str is equal to reverse underscore str. If this is a condition that satisfies, then print and my underscore str, print my underscore str is a palindrome string. Okay, let me come down. Then print my underscore str is a palindrome string. Okay. Otherwise, what about my else condition? Else, I would write here else and then print, and again same thing, my underscore str, put out the semicolon, inside that write is not a palindrome string. Is not a palindrome string. So this is actually not a palindrome string. Fine. So this is how I'd be writing out the program. Let me just quickly run that out here. So it is asking me to enter a string to check. Let's say first of all I'll be giving out the correct string. Let's say that is that. I'm writing here that. Okay, hit enter. So it is giving me that yes, that is a palindrome string, right? And now let me just give it out some another string that is actually not a palindrome. So let me just take it Python only, because that's not a palindrome, right? So let me write out Python. So Python is not a palindrome string. Fine. So I hope that you have got an idea how to apply this thing out. Now you can just convert that thing about a function onto your own. That I'm just not going to tell you, because that's your thing. You need to do that out. Fine. Right. Even I mentioned the starting as well that there are many ways to write out a single program, right? So that depends on you that what way actually you choose. So now your work is to convert this program, which I have actually written here, into a function program. Okay, just define a function. Inside that write out all the things and just put out your conditions which you need to check out here. Fine. So the logic was very super simple for checking out that whether a string is palindrome or not. What you just need to do is that you need to reverse out that string. So for reversing, you can simply apply the condition, put out the variable name for which you want to check out, for which you want to reverse your string, put out that and put the colon, and then put out colon minus 1. Minus 1 is your step which will actually go from the negative index till the positive 1. So that will actually go from right towards the left direction, and that will actually print you the reverse of your string. And simply you can check that is your real string and the reverse string equal. If yes, then yes, that is your palindrome string, and if not, then that is not your palindrome string. Right, so I hope that you have got an idea that how to write out a program to check out whether your string which you have entered is palindrome or not. Now the same conditions, same things also apply for the strings, for the list, for the arrays, whatever you just wish. So you can just apply this program to any of the thing. Let's say you are asked to write out and check out that whether this number is a palindrome number or not. So in that simple case, you can just apply this condition and check. Same condition always go on to the things. Only from the str you need to take it to the integer. Fine. So I hope you got a clear and a fair idea. So this is all for this video. Till then, thank you and take care.